good afternoon, and it's a Saturday afternoon still, and I've done, you see the Corona over there, my 600, done the brakes on that, gave me a bit of a clean and all the rest of it. Just doing a booster, and I've cleaned the other side and I've loosened these off. This top one wasn't too bad. These are the pins that hold the brake pad in. This bottom one needed a spanner extension just to break it free, and luckily it did break free without breaking. Now I can take these off, hopefully. Yeah, as I've said in previous videos, I've been a disgusting person, and I've been riding this through the winter, and I've not done any checks or anything on it. And judging by the other side, the brakes are pretty good. Let's give that a twist. Push the piston back a bit to free it off. Yeah, they're dirty, disgusting, rancid. Won't give me any more, gives me a bit more. But ultimately, they survived through the winter. I can't get out of your way, can I? How can I get out of your way? I can't get out of your way. It's loose. Yeah, I'd say over the winter I haven't checked on the bike at all. I've been very disgusting, lazy, criminal. Being it's a booster, it's pretty much criminal. But as you'll see, come on, I mean the pins have got a bit of shit on, but they're not, it is just surface shit, it's not build up of rust or anything like that, so they're not too bad. And then the pads, again, road filth, both sides. It feels there that's got grease on it. Very interesting. Yeah, road filth, both sides. But ultimately, about 3mm left. Well, I measured the other side and it was 3mm. These look about the same, 3mm. When you get new ones, they're 4mm. So there ain't a lot missing off of that. And then the pistons, sorry, again, road grime on the edges, but apart from that, he says all the seals and that seem to be all okay. I'll pump them out a bit. Oh, it's got my finger. Oh. It's got my finger. My knuckles trapped. Oh. Well, the pistons work on my fingers. Let's try that in there. I think that's going to bring it too far. Put them in there. Just wedge them in there. Come on. Right, they're in there. Hold that one back, and that should release that one. Right, that's all of them with a clean line show. Look, there you go, look, it's just dried road filth. So I'll give these a scrub. Just get the road filth. Filth is a good word. Road filth and grime off them. And the same with the pins. Just give them a scrub with a wire brush and a bit of brake cleaner, and that should be good. See you in a minute. Okay, brake pads cleaned up, look a bit more acceptable. Pins cleaned up, a bit more acceptable. Now the pistons, bit of that stuff, whatever that is, penetrating oil. It's not penetrating oil. Although, that'd clean it off, wouldn't it? It's going down my sleeve. And that is pretty much falling off, which is good to see. I think on the booster, my back brake is particularly disgusting, particularly low on material, and the piston is particularly far out, man. And I think there might be some signs of rust on it as well, which I don't like the sound of. Try and push these back in. You push one and the other ones come out. It's almost gang warfare. Come on, in you go. In you go. You know you want it. Put that one in a bit. That should be enough. Right. All looks clean and tidy, lovely and beautiful. Bit of brake cleaner still in there. Take that out. Run out cloths. Right. Now the rebuild. So I am going to use copper slip on the pin. That's too much. And on the threads. Just one down, one to go. Just to give it, I don't know. Well, coating of copper, it's copper slip, copper ease, whatever you want to call it. Cheese. It's just cheese. Right, brake pads back in, like that. Push them up a bit against the retaining clip to allow for the Allen bolt to screw in beautifully. Same with the more awkward top one. I did the other side without the camera, and do you know what? It's a lot easier. I don't even know how this is going to come out. I don't even know whether you folks are going to find it interesting. Something like that. Spread my pads. Like that. Shove them back on the disc. Making sure to get one either side. I'm even going to stick some copper slip on the bolt. Controversial. It's like living in sin. Oh. A bit more on this fella. And that, sorry about kicking you, is about that. As I say, I'm fairly surprised. I mean, all the bolts and that have still got their, is it galvanised coating on them, so they shouldn't rust. No, I'm not talking it. It's me riding the bike, and that's probably over torqued. Not my videos. Pinch them a bit, wipe the excess off. But that's it, yeah, as I say, I was quite surprised just how clean they were. There's no actual corrosion on any of the bolts or anything. And it was just a build-up of road crud, both on the pins and the brake pads, and that was both sides, so lovely and even. I'll just pump that up, get some lever back. Oh, that's a good brake. And that's about it. As I say, I've got the rear to do next, which is a Corona, gorgeous. Taylor Swift, gorgeous. Which, if you can, hopefully you'll be able to see with my dodgy camera work and trying to hold a light. But that's the piston right out, and it definitely looks like there's rust on the edge of it. There's still about a millimetre and a half on the pads, but it's the piston looks rather grimy. I think it's where the piston's hitting the pad, there is a rust mark. So whether it's actually the back of the pad that's rusty or not, I don't know. But that's next on the agenda. As I say, I've cleaned up the front brakes on the Corona and the back brake on the Corona. Going to redo this as well. Yeah, I've got a double entrance there. I want double door there. Anyway, that's another project. So yeah, that's the Busa, the disgusting Busa. Oh, look how grimy. Front brake's done. All good. All gorgeous. And look at it. Oh, I'm disgusting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Got my ring on from a tank bag. But yeah, that's the front done. Very surprised. And these are Suzukis, and they've been through a salty winter, and they haven't died. Everyone says they melt in the salt, but They don't. I've got a bit more corrosion on the brake bolts on the 600 and nothing on the booster. So yeah, perhaps the stories aren't true. Perhaps they are a bit hardier than people reckon. But anyway, that's it. I'll video the back brake just to bug you. But that is the front done. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again. Ta-ra.